Hey, what's going on, guys? Butterbar here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back, pilots. We got Mr. Swolosaurus himself, Mr. Bliss, dropping the gate for us to have some fun out in Eden, and I hope you guys enjoy this Titanfall 2 gameplay, because today's video we are going to be doing some speculating. We're going to be doing some speculation about what's going to be going on for this year for 2019 and the possibility of Titanfall 3. I don't know if you guys knew, there's a lot of different news sources out there right now that, I mean, pretty much from, like, I guess the winter of last year of 2018, a lot of people have been speculating for this year having the release of not only the Fallen Order Star Wars game that Respawn is making, but also Titanfall 3 being in the works and also being, you know, dropped, I guess, sometime this year. Again, we don't know dates. We have no idea what's going to be going on for Titanfall 3. We just have the word of other news sources saying that Titanfall 3 is a possibility for this year. However, I guess over the weekend on Friday, if you guys did not catch it, there was a lot of eyeballs on Twitch watching Titanfall 2. I would say almost close to over 50,000 people were watching Titanfall 2, and I have to say I have never seen numbers like that. I don't even know if numbers like that were even around when the game fully released back in 2016. However, actually two of the top streamers on Twitch were actually streaming this game, which I was really impressed by, which was Dr. Disrespect as well as Shroud. And again, these guys are really popular streamers on Twitch. I don't know what was going on with them playing Titanfall 2. They are known for playing PUBG, Fortnite, Ring of Elysium, Blackout, all these different popular games on Twitch that get a lot of different viewers watching them. And the fact that they were playing Titanfall 2, I'm assuming because they wanted to play a different game, because they wanted to try something new, not play the same thing over and over again. And I have to say, I'm really impressed. I thought that was really awesome to see the top streamers playing this game, because, again, I really do think, and it seemed like a lot of other people thought, so if you watch their streams and you watch the comment section, or you watch different YouTube videos on YouTube talking about, you know, the Dr. Disrespect and Shroud playing this game, a lot of people have the same opinion that this is probably the most underrated shooter of, I'm assuming, the decade at this point, because it was underrated back in 2016, and it's starting to grow up a little bit with more of a following. 17 and 18, again, it's still an underrated game. It's incredible to see how many people have not played Titanfall 2, even though it is a really good shooter. If you like mech combat, you like the flow and being able to have a free movement in a map, it's incredible to see how much Titanfall 2 is just an amazing game, and Respawn did a tremendous job on being able to develop a game that just is, you're able to do so much. And I just think it's really cool that Dr. Disrespect as well as Shroud played this game and were able to show it off to so many other players, because the one thing I was wondering, and the one thing I was kind of like, I had the perspective of, I'm watching these two guys play this game that, again, that is 2 years old, and they're bringing in so many different views to their channel, so many different views. I think Shroud had like 38,000, Dr. Disrespect had like 14,000, and it was, to me, it was incredible to see that, because maybe there's people on their channels that have never watched their game, never watched them play Titanfall 2, didn't even know about Titanfall 2 because it's a 2-year-old game. And the fact that they were playing the game, I mean, I really do hope that brings in a lot more people into this community. I know it's kind of small. I know we only have a couple of thousand on each platform, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC. But again, hopefully with the publicity that Titanfall 2 got on their channels, I really do hope that brings in a lot more community people, a lot more players into the community, and have a lot more fun in this game. But to me, what in the world were they doing? Now, this is the kind of speculation that I have with, you know, actually, before, I do want to comment on this. This is actually one thing I thought was very funny before I get into the speculation part of this video. So, if you actually got around to watching their stream, if you were on Friday, you were watching Twitch, you saw Shroud, if you follow Shroud, or you follow Dr. Disrespect, and you saw that they were playing Titanfall 2, the funniest thing I have to say about anything, look, I know that my gameplay is really rough at this, rough of it. I mean, like, look, you watch Iniquity, you watch Jaredude, you watch Papercut, you watch Sage, or Game Sager, you watch all these different types of players play this game. Their flow, their movement, everything is really good. They have a really good flow of the map, really good at traversing everything around here. You watch me. we almost bare bone in it. Like, it is really rough when I play. I try my best. I really do. I try to do my damnedest on being able to bunny hop, slide around, run on walls. I know Derek gives me a lot of grief for not being able to slide hop. However, if you watched their gameplay, if you watched, at least Dr. Disrespect was about the worst. Shroud wasn't too bad, and I'm not trying to do this, like, it's nothing against Dr. Disrespect. Again, I thought it was really awesome that they were showing this game some love, but man, it was some really rough gameplay. You know, you're watching somebody new for the very first time playing this game. The field of view was off, you know, jumping around, didn't really understand it too much, or maybe like wall running and stuff. Again, it was really cool to see from the perspective of somebody picking up the game for the very first time and watching them play the game than, you know, watching somebody like me or somebody that's experienced like Iniquity or other people like Game Sager, you know, somebody that's very experienced in the movement of Titanfall 2 playing this game. It was really cool to see from a perspective of, man, that is what a new player looks like. Anyway, alright, so let's get into the speculation of what's going on. Look, you have two of the top streamers on Twitch playing a game that's 2 years old. You have somebody, you know, like Shroud and Dr. Disrespect playing Titanfall 2. And again, it could be possibility just they wanted to find a new game, that they wanted to try something out. They wanted to give some love to Titanfall 2 and you know, give some support to Respawn for, you know, a game, again, like I said, is a really underrated. But again, this is really crazy to see some of the top streamers playing this game that I have got to suspect that maybe Titanfall 3 is a lot closer than what we think. Again, there's a lot of different news outlets that are out there saying, hey, you know, Titanfall 3 is on the horizon for 2019. Again, I already know that Star Wars The Fallen Jedi is going to be, or The Fallen Order is going to be released in 2019. I know that was a thing that was actually advertised at E3 by Vince Zampella, but again, it's really crazy to see some of the top streamers playing Titanfall 2 and not suspect that, dude, is Titanfall 3 almost coming? Is it almost here? What's going on? What's the news? Do I need something? What's happening? So again, it's really cool to see them playing it. Again, hell, there was a lot of, I mean, freaking Frothy, OP, a lot of people are actually getting in the love of Titanfall 2 on Friday, of showing a lot of gameplay. So there's a lot of different people having a lot of different views on what was going on with Titanfall 2. Hell, I've talked to Iniquity, I've talked to Count about what the possibilities of a Titanfall 3 game are going. We have no idea what is going on with this game. We don't know what's going to be happening with Titanfall 3, but it's incredible to see more players coming into it, and some of the top players that have a lot of different eyes on them seeing a game for the very first time, or, you know, seeing a game that they actually enjoy themselves playing it, and what type of perspective that has for us as the community of what's going to be going on. What is going to be going on for Titanfall 3? Again, a lot of people have been saying that it's going to be released this year, and it's really crazy to see some of the top players or the top streamers playing this game for the very first time. What does that leave for us as a community to think about? So again, it's really cool to see that. Again, as somebody that is a fan, I don't know what this leaves for us. I don't know what is going to be going on. All I know is that it was really cool to see Shroud and Disrespect play that game, and I have nothing else. I don't know what else to think about when it comes to that. To me, I would love to know from you, what do you guys think this means for the game? What do you guys think this means for Titanfall 3? Do you think it's going to be released this year? Do you think it's going to be waited until the next... so to me, I really do think Titanfall 3 is not going to come out until a new console comes out. I think that's kind of what happened with the Xbox One. We had Titanfall 1 kind of release close to the release of the new Xbox. So to me, really, my perspective is, I really don't know if Respawn's actually going to be releasing this game until a new console gets out. That's just my perspective on what I think that Titanfall 3 is going to look like. I think it's going to be a new release for the next console, whether that be PlayStation 5, whether that be Xbox 2, or whatever the hell they call it at this point. Look at this, man. Look at this. Freaking sentry gun out there. I throw the smoke. Sure enough, it gets me. And I'm just like, why is this a thing? I don't know why. This is always a dick thing when I get in attrition. But again, this is all pretty much just giving you guys information about what was going on stream on Friday. Again, it was really badass to see a lot of love given to a game that a lot of us have given a lot of time and effort out of our lives to play and build such a amazing community, and just to have so much love given to something that we've, you know, spent a lot of our lives in is really cool. So again, I really appreciate Dr. Disrespect, really appreciate Shroud, again, giving a lot of love to this game, and it was just really cool to see that from from a popular streamer's perspective and a new Titanfall 2 player what they were dealing with as a new player. So again, it was really neat. Again, if you guys want to check their stream out, definitely get on Twitch, look at their stream, watch it from their perspective, because again, it was really cool to see that from somebody that's a veteran to somebody that just picked up the game for the very first time. However, guys, I want to pass off the question to you. What do you guys think? Do you think Shroud and Dr. Disrespect playing this game, do you think that is a close of an announcement? Do you think it's a teaser of what we have to come for Titanfall 3? Do you think this is something that is on the horizon? Or do you think, like me, that we're actually going to be waiting a little bit longer for Titanfall 3 to actually be released until the new consoles come out? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. Again, we have all different types of perspectives. I have one, you have another, and we, again, have no idea except for speculations and rumors about Titanfall 3. But again, I would love to know from you, what do you guys think about what's going on? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me jumping back into Titanfall 2. It was a lot of fun to play. This game was actually a lot of fun. I know I've had some rough games in Titanfall 2, but I'm really happy to jump back into this game and have a good time again. So guys, let me in the comments below what you guys think. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys all next time.